Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 13th to the 19th of November 2017. There's a feeling of social justice about this week as Saturn is making some interesting connections across these charts. So keep one eye on the news, but also make sure that you're well researched and that you know what you stand on and for, because everything's coming up to the light. It's quite confusing. There's lots of spin and confusion being made to muddy the waters, but there's a sense of us really knowing in our core the difference of right and wrong and being able to see through some of the veils of illusion. So lots of activity here in Scorpio. We have Jupiter, Venus, the Sun and the Moon, and we're heading towards the new moon in Scorpio at the weekend. So like I say, Scorpio is all about what's going on behind the scenes, shining the light of the conscious mind into the subconscious, bringing things up for alchemical clearing. It's very cleansing and very piercing energy. And as we all go through this month collectively with all these planets in that sign, then every day there'll be things coming up that we can work with, both personally and on a collective level as well. By Monday we have Venus and Jupiter meeting in Scorpio. This hasn't happened for 12 years. This is part of the new 12-year cycle that we're going on with Jupiter. But as he meets Venus, then we can look back to 12 years ago and how have we learnt to feel and care about ourselves. We can celebrate our own self-love and appreciation. So look back 12 years, see the journey that you've been on, to come home to yourself, to find the real true self, and to get rid of a lot of the psychological programming, and to cherish your bravery, your purity and your sense of inner wisdom. By Tuesday, a little bit of frustration, but frustration's good, because if you feel frustrated about something that's happening on the outside, there's a button being pressed inside. So the quickest route is to have a look at why am I frustrated, and to inquire within, what did I want to learn from this? This is the ultimate question in soul astrology. What did I want to learn from this? That stops us projecting onto others, and that takes us back in with responsibility to find out what it is inside of us that is being frustrated and that is holding tension, so that we can dissolve and release that. Because every lesson that we have in life is something that we wanted to learn from. When I look at charts and I look at the complex dynamic of all of the planets and how they're relating to each other, I see the lessons that we wanted to teach ourselves, the experiences that we wanted to have, and how we can grow from those. So taking responsibility is a big theme this week. Responsibility for what we're feeling, for what we're ignoring, trying to run away from, for what's coming up, and to just bring it up, explore it, while we have all the bravery of those planets in Scorpio at our assistance. Into the middle of the week we have a lovely dynamic with Venus trine Neptune, so it's a very good Venus week. Venus trining Neptune, that's really gentle and ethereal and soulful. There's inspiration and energy there. There's that sense of just knowing and feeling with our intuition where we're flowing and what's right for us. And this will definitely help us to find our own true inner wisdom, to be able to stand in our light, even if everything around us seems confusing and blurred. But also at the same time we have a quite challenging aspect, which means that any dishonest motivations or anybody trying to take shortcuts or blame others will be exposed. So to do that the easy way, we can be honest with ourselves, but if we're avoiding anything, then that may get shown to us in an awkward situation, apparently from the outside, so that we can see where we're falling short. We can start to feel that there are positive changes happening behind the scenes. There's big changes happening, and if we keep our vibration high, because we're doing our own clearing, then we're adding to the contribution of the raising of the vibration of consciousness. So with the research, with the self-honesty, we start to feel the benefit of this come in by the weekend as the positive changes reveal themselves and we take responsibility for what we're contributing to. Then by the weekend, on Saturday, we have the new moon in Scorpio, so this is the icing on the cake. Mars is squaring off with Pluto, and Mars and Pluto are both the rulers of Scorpio, so this one looks to be quite contentious. Mars is the lower masculine and Pluto is the higher masculine. And a square can be harmonized if both sides of the equation are seen. So it's all about being balanced and centered, being strong and self-supporting, being honest, staying flexible and fit. But there's no time for excuses or delays, for procrastination or avoidance. It's time to step forwards into our highest expression. So all told, a very complicated week, but the simplicity lies right at the core. To find your truth, to find your expression, to find your vibration, and to stay with that, but to be responsible for looking at anything that's self-delusional, or whether it's something that you want to believe rather than something that's true. Lots of inner questioning going on to get into the purity of the simplicity at the centre, to be self-supporting rather than relying on being told what's true or what to do or how to think or how to behave. So an intensely scorpionic week, but that's all good if we take that bravery inwards and do our inner cleaning. We raise up alchemically, we raise our vibration, we feel lighter and brighter as a result of that, and that will see us well going forwards into this brand new 12-year cycle where we're upgrading ourselves, accepting ourselves and contributing to the big changes that are going on right now. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to explore where this is happening for you, I am available one-to-one on Skype or in London for personal readings. And I have a number of meetups and courses and an online group that you can come and join. So all of the information for that is on my website, www.astrozo.com. And as we're coming to the festive season, I also have a number of products there and gift vouchers if you'd like to give somebody the gift of learning astrology or tarot or any of these subjects. I'm also bookable for my talk, What's in the Stars for 2018. So if you work at a centre where you feel that that might be appropriate, I am bookable to come and deliver that talk in January. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.